This is a video about a trading approach that takes no brains and very little money. You can see on the screen here that ATA is breaking out on what I call a popcorn move. And this is what generally happens at the beginning of an altcoin season, where those light market cap coins will make a 1, 2, 3 bottom formation, and some of them will take right off. This one I don't happen to be holding, but it's the same system no matter which coin you're looking at right now. So one strategy that you could do that takes no brains and very little money is to literally go and put $5 into each of the coins that's making a 1, 2, 3 bottom formation after forming the capitulation low pattern on the 20th of December 2024. In this video, I'm going to show you through a whole bunch of different charts that are showing a very similar pattern, where we came down to a low in 1 inch against Bitcoin price. It made a bottom formation in November. Prices broke out, but then Bitcoin dominance rose again and all the prices of the charts of the altcoins all came back. On the 20th of December, there was a capitulation low pattern in the charts. It hit a lot of my stops and a lot of other people's too. But as you can see in the chart, since that time, we've created another bottom formation. We've got a really clear 1, 2, 3 bottom formation setting up here. And now I believe that all of these coins are going to be making some incredible gains over the next little while. This year is going to be something to behold, where I believe, and I can't tell you, I don't know the future, but I believe many of these coins are going to be doing 10x moves, and then they're going to consolidate and they're going to do another 10x move on top of that. Not all the coins, and I don't know which coin. So for my strategy, what I do is I go wide and small into all of these different coins, and then I'm pretty much assured of grabbing a position in a coin that really does a big move. And these small positions that make these big gains, they can be life-changing. We all know the story that if you had bought $10 worth of Bitcoin in January of 2011, were you around doing things in January of 2011? That's not that long ago. But at that time, you could have bought 40 Bitcoin for $10. But to do that, to put that $10 in and leave those 40 Bitcoin for all this time so that you are a millionaire now, takes a lot of fortitude. We already have the example of Bitcoin doing this. It's gone from pennies to over $100,000 in just 20 years. It could be that some of these altcoins are going to do the same. I don't know. But I would like to have $5 into each of these coins and more if I can diversify wider and deeper. I want to buy a little bit into these coins that are making a 1, 2, 3 bottom formation right now and starting to take off. So if I go through all of these charts, and I'll have to change perspective on some of them so that we can see where is a potential 1, 2, 3 bottom in each of these charts. Is it following along with the plan of the capitulation low on the 20th of December and then a 1, 2, 3 bottom since then? Here we have an example where on the 20th of December we have that capitulation low pattern where prices are coming down, they make a sharp move and a sharp move back up. Now we're watching for the 1, 2, 3 formation, and it gives us a really good risk to reward ratio in this kind of entry. We can enter our pattern like this. Let me change this to green. And then we can set our stop loss down below, and we know what our risk is going to be. So the strategy that takes no brains and very little money is to go through all of the coin charts and look for those that are making a 1, 2, 3 formation like this, where we have the capitulation low on the 20th of December. It's making a 1, 2, 3 formation where I could put an order in to buy if it breaks above those levels and have my stop loss already prepared so that I'll get out if it makes a big noisy move. I'll just get out and I'll watch again and I'll preserve my money. So I can do the math in advance to know how much this is going to cost me. And I can consider this to be like an insurance policy. I am now insured that if this coin does the big 100% move, then I can quickly go back to Alice coin. Where's that one? If this coin breaks out and does something crazy like that, it's not out of potential for this coin to do something amazing. If it does break out in a really rapid move to something outstanding, I've got a strategy called the popcorn strategy where I take a percentage of that profit and then I go and I reinvest it into something that is now setting up. It's doing the 1, 2, 3 formation, but it hasn't broken out yet. So I'm looking for all of those coins I can spread out wide, and I can use the long tail distribution of returns. This long tail distribution of returns is something that I learned how to explain some of my trading strategies from an example that Alex Hormozi gave. If you want some further explanation, I can get into more detail, but I've got a link down below so that you can read Alex Hormozi's details for yourself. Let's continue looking through a few more charts here. I'm just going to whiz through a few to see, does it have the capitulation low on the 20th? We'll have to zoom in a bit here. So here is another chart that is setting up just beautifully. If I don't have this one in my portfolio or in my spreadsheet, then I should be entering this into my spreadsheet. It's really set up nice. This one I can't do. It may take off, but it's not giving me the pattern I'm looking for, like ARKM is. What I'm looking for is that capitulation low on the 20th, right there. Then, after that, it's giving us the 1, 2, 3 bottom formation. So we can see the lowest price is that capitulation low. Prices came up. They eased off, but they did not break down the lowest low. Many other investors will talk about this as the pattern of higher lows that they use for determining where to enter. And then they use a similar strategy where they'll enter on a break above and they'll put their stop loss down below. I try to make my trades small enough that I can have my stop loss far enough away that I can give it some room to make some noise after I've made the decision to get into this. So we can see an example here on Cake token where I got in right on that capitulation low on the 20th. I left my stop loss down below the lowest low, and I've done nothing ever since. So I'm watching for this now to break out and consolidate a bit so that I can throw another little bit of money in there in a way that's going to increase my position size without increasing my risk. Let me jump back here and I'll go back through the charts again. There we go, ARKM. Here's another one, the low on the 20th, and it gave a little breakout signal. Another one. There's the big breakout that started the video. And this one hasn't started to give us the breakout signal yet, so it's a little bit behind. A breakout and then a pullback and consolidation. And I drew this the other day when I was making a video, and the chart just followed it. It's crazy. Audio has also made that capitulation low on the 20th. It's made a 1, 2, 3. It's showed somebody's got some interest and they're buying this token up. There's a big buy there, and then it's consolidating above support. If I could throw $5 into this, I'll bet you it's probably going to be worth my while. AVAX, I've got a position in this one. I've got a position in AXS as well. You can see where I got in right on that capitulation low on the 20th. I did a bunch of work on that day because I didn't want these coins to take off with a V-shaped recovery without me. They had taken out all of my positions that I had set up earlier in November, and as everything pulled back, it kicked me out of all my positions. I had to redeploy, and I chose to do it fast rather than waiting for the 1, 2, 3s. But it's great to see that the 1, 2, 3s are setting up on top of these capitulation lows. That's what is inspiring this video. Wow, this is what I didn't want to have happen. This is what I was expecting on that capitulation low on the 20th, that everything would just take off without me. So I had to get in right away. I didn't get into this one though. It didn't give me a 1, 2, it didn't give me the formation I could do. Bake, I did get into. I already have some. Band, that's a beautiful chart pattern, really nice. This could be the next popcorn move, and I don't know, but if I look back into the history, it's got the juice to do it. I don't know if everybody's been killed to death and they'll just sell back into it as soon as it pumps. I don't know. So I just do a little bit in all of them, and I put my stop above the entry when I can, and then I'm positioned. If one really does take off, I can take that profit, redeploy into those that haven't taken off. Look at this, really nice. Just a beautiful setup, absolutely nice. Not quite yet. BTC, I think it's consolidating for the next leg up, and I don't know, but our system will go to cash if it does break down lower. I'm going to keep in the altcoins. These are just amazing chart patterns. I'll be putting my USD into altcoins for sure. I think these are going to be doing some life-changing moves for just a few dollars. And the thing is, I've got 3 different accounts where I'm proving this strategy out. I'm doing this strategy. I'm not just saying it, I'm actually doing it, and I'm showing it as it happens. So we can go over to my copy trading account. I can just drag this over, and we can see all the trades I got into are here on the 20th, and a bunch of them are starting to get above in profit now, which is really nice. And some older trades here that are in profit. A couple that are down a bit. I jumped into Ordi. It wasn't a good idea, but I'm just keeping them. I think it'll ride through, which it's not so good, but we'll see how it goes. So I'll show you how this turns out right now. The return on investments at 252%. Let's refresh this. 252%. And I don't have copy traders on this because I just don't have copy traders on this. If you would like to join, there is a way that you could connect up and copy trade everything that I'm doing here. It's select, it's reserved, and there's a fee to it. Now, jumping back into the charts, cake is really taking off. I'll be excited about this one because I shared it in our free Discord chat. And I really challenged everybody to join me and have a piece of cake. Just $5, really. Just for the fun of it, to put a small position in. And I really have also a very small position. If you saw on that, if you see here, I've got a position of 5.2 cake at $2 each. So my investment there was less than $15, but it really proves the system. And if this does a big popcorn move, that's going to be worth my while to redeploy that into something else that hasn't moved yet. Let's continue going through a few more, because look at these capitulation lows above support and resistance from the recent past. This is crazy to me. It's an absolute gold mine of opportunity. We go into comp. Wow. It's really strongly above recent support and resistance. We can have a very low risk entry on this if we keep our position size small. So if we keep our position size small and we go wide onto all of these, probable that one of them is going to do a popcorn move that is going to pay for any of them that don't do big moves. And as soon as any of these coins do get up above their breakouts, then I move my stop loss up above the entry. This one not yet, but I'll move my stop loss up above the entry, and my work is done. This trade is a guaranteed winner. There's no way I can lose. I can just sit back and enjoy it. Let's continue on right now. CTSI is doing a breakout. Doge has not yet. So with everything breaking out and Doge not gone yet, I can't tell you, but it sure seems like it's a good place to throw $5. I'm a big $5 investor, and I started to do research on new coin listings and putting $5 into these new coin listings. I'm going to show how I take an account that has $300 worth of money in it, and I'm going to grow that account into $1 million over the next few years. Just follow along and we'll see how it goes. ENJ. I'm doing this with 3 different accounts so we can show that it's not a mistake. This isn't an accident. This is a very intentional strategy that I actually first wrote out in detail back between 1994 and 1998. Then I started practicing it in 2007 until 2012 in RuneScape. Then in 2015, I started heavy into cryptocurrency, and I've been lost ever since. 2015, this is 2024, and I think this is going to be, the 2025 is going to be the most amazing year because of the change that I don't have perspective to give you all the details, but legislation changes that make it okay for a bank to hold cryptocurrency. In the past, they weren't able to hold cryptocurrency and put it on their books without reporting it as a complete loss. So $100 of gold is $100 in their bank. $100 of crypto was a minus $100 for them. So they just couldn't do anything with crypto. They just couldn't do it while following regulations. Now the belief is that regulations are going to be changing, and these repressed economies are going to do more than 10x and then 10x again because they've been held back for years. So I don't know, but this is such a beautiful formation on top of support that as I zoom into this, we can get down to the very detail of this pull back to the capitulation low on the 20th, the 1, 2, 3 formation setting up. And it gives us such a very easy place to manage risk. If you are risk adverse, you could be right on top of this. You could put your $5 in, and as it's moving up, you just keep moving your stop loss up. I recommend that you keep your stop loss back below technical levels, and you put small enough price of $5 in there that if you do get stopped out and it comes back and gets you, you're only losing $1 of your 5. So it's okay. You're only losing $1. And then by risking that $1 of your 5, you're in position like an insurance policy that if this starts to go, you can get your stop above your entry. Now your $5 is working for you. That $5 is earning new money while you're doing something else and you are working for you. I'd recommend that you do something else like writing blog posts about new coin listings, link to the exchange so that you could earn money if other people go through your referral link and they start trading. You start earning some passive income. So your work is working for you, your money is working for you, while you are working for you. So we're really starting to build out the legs of our financial chair. The last leg of the financial chair is to have your work set up with an affiliate program so that other people can promote your work and they can make money. Then other people are working for your work, and your work is working for you, and your money is working for you. Any extra money that you're making, that your work is making, that people are making while they're promoting your work, any extra money can go into these trading systems so that your money is working for you. And it becomes a cycle that I believe that you can become a millionaire if you really practice this and then just leave the money sit there so that it can grow and compound over the years. I am super stoked about how these charts are setting up right now, and I hope this video and the little pep talk at the end here is something that you replay. And wow, you can't do them all. Look at that, FTM. I don't know why, but I'll be watching for that one to give me a 1, 2, 3 once it settles down because it's still up above support from the past. Something's going on there though. It shouldn't, no, any coin that's going against the trend right now has something structural wrong with it, and you should let go of it, melt it back into Bitcoin right away. Look at this. Wow. These are just oh, see, I couldn't get this one. This one did I couldn't get this one. That's not a pattern I can trade. This is setting up beautifully. If I'm into it early and I just left it, now it's setting up for a really beautiful entry. Wow, look at that. Just love it. Fantastic. I don't know anything about these projects, so I don't know which one's going to take off. I don't know which ones are going to do well. There's a guy on YouTube really talks up this project. I don't think I'm actually holding any right now. I don't know. I'd have to check. ICX, look at that. There's so many great charts. I can't go through them all. I'm going to stop this video here. It's 20 minutes now, and I'm going to leave this to you. I really want to hear your success. I want to hear how this worked for you. Did you take action? If you're just paper trading, you're marking it out in the charts so that your brain sees it and you know that next time this comes around, you're going to be ready for it. Then this is a successful training video and it's going to change your future. Thanks again for being here because this is what changed my future and I want to hear your success stories. Trade safe and keep those losses small.